Okay, it's day 23. It's pouring down rain. I got 6 miles to go to Erwin. I'm not gonna be able to see a sunrise because again it's pouring. But when the sun comes up or the rain lets up, hopefully I'll get some views of something. I got up really early today. I just couldn't sleep. The wind that was supposed to come stayed way above us. You could hear it, but it never got to us. So tent never flapped. It was a pretty good night. I just couldn't sleep very well. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, good morning, people. Day 23. No sunrises this morning. I got the umbrella up. Started raining about 2 in the morning, but it was just a nice drizzle on the tent. It was awesome. And about 5, it became a Washington rain. It's not too bad. It's just wet and raining. I'm in shorts, so it's probably 55 degrees already, maybe 60. I don't have gloves on or anything, so that's good. And there's not going to be no sunrise pictures, so I'll talk to you as I get down the trail. Have fun today. Okay, it's still raining, and I'm getting soaked, but that's okay. It's actually really warm. The wind advisory they had yesterday was like for 40 mile, 50 mile an hour winds, and the campsite, the shelter, was in this little bowl. So, I mean, you could hear the wind. I mean, the wind was just howling, starting at about midnight. Just like 100 freight trains going by. And, but it never hit us. We were down kind of low. And so, like, the tent never shook. You could just hear the wind. So that was really interesting. Now I got about 4 miles left. And this is the trail going all the way down. Jen and I did this a couple years ago, and we met these people near the top and talked to them. And by the time we got down, we had a little ride into town. Jen, in her wonderful social ways, was able to finagle us a ride into town. That was pretty cool. But she's not out here, and I don't think anybody's going to be out here today because of the rain, so we're going to probably have to figure out a different way to get into town. I got a hotel, so that's good. And it's right by, woohoo, a Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is one of my favorites all the time. Love Dunkin' Donuts. And the hotel is right next door to it. So, I'll talk to you later as I get closer. Have fun today. Erwin, that's the Loooong River. It's raining pretty bad, but I got to go down to that bridge right there. About a mile away. I mean, I'm closer than that, but I got to go winding down this trail here. But I came up with this trail magic. Please take one. And what it is a box full of Bibles. That's pretty interesting. So I doubt a hiker's going to take one because they're too heavy. Oh boy, there's the town of Erwin. That's where I'm going. Pretty foggy and rainy today. It's been a while. Okay, I'm coming down the trail, up the road. There's the river that I showed you from the top, and there's the bridge. So now there's a hostel right here on the left. I'm going to go in and see if I can get a ride. Here's where I'm staying tonight. I'm in Erwin, Tennessee. So far it's been a pretty good place. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what happened this morning. It's just an amazing thing. So I get off the trail this morning, I tried to call the shuttle driver, but nobody would pick me up. And they said, go to Uncle Johnny's, it's a hostel, and somebody there will take you to your hotel. And I said, okay. So I got to the hotel, or no, I got to the hostel, and nobody was going to help me. They weren't. They didn't have any drivers. So there happened to be this old guy. He was kind of hanging out, and I said, well, could I talk you into driving me to the Super 8? And he said, why, what are you doing? And I explained what I just came off the trail. I need to get to Super 8. And Super 8's about 8 miles from the hostel. And this town of Erwin is really spread out. It's not a little teeny town like Hot Springs was. He says, yeah, sure. So I got my buddy in the cabin, so let me get my buddy. So we hop in the car and we start driving over to the Super 8, and they said, well, we're going to go have breakfast. You want to join us for breakfast? I said, yeah, sure. So I joined them for breakfast, and then I paid. They didn't know I was going to pay, but I paid for it. And then when we were leaving, they thought that was pretty cool. And so they were leaving. They said, well, we got to run over to Walmart. Would you like to go? And I said, well, I'll go, but could you stop by the post office first? Because I got to get my resupply package. And they said, yeah, sure, let's go get it. So they took me over to the post office, and we went over to Walmart, and then they brought me all the way back to the Super 8, which, for them, it's like an hour and a half out of their way. It's like, what the heck? I mean, because we spent a lot of time eating breakfast and talking and stuff, and I mean, what a cool thing. This is not going to happen in downtown Seattle. You're not just going to walk up to somebody and say, hey, you want to give me a ride to Wallingford? I mean, I really need a ride. Can you get me a ride there? It doesn't happen. Out on this trail, people are willing to help you. They don't even know who you are. It's really amazing. It's just this trusting, incredible community that it's one of the things I love about these trails. So anyway, they talked me into, I have never been to Bojangles. So I went and got some Bojangles chicken. Never had it before. Hopefully it's great, because these guys swore by it. They said, oh, it's the best chicken ever. So I'm going to go into the room. Survivor's going to come on in a couple hours, and I'm going to eat my Bojangles chicken. So I'll talk to you in a while. Breakfast of champions. Egg McMuffin with sausage, coffee cake muffin, smart water, of course, and a caramel mocha. Have fun today. Heading down to Bojangles again for the second night in a row. The guys that gave me a shuttle drive around, they told me about Bojangles. So I'm going again. Woo. Oh, I love this state. Just went to Foodland to get some stuff for the trail tomorrow. Bought a beer for tonight, just one Corona. And they asked me for ID. I love that. Oh, God. I passed for an 18-year-old. I love that. Okay, have fun today. Okay, my shuttle drivers yesterday told me about Bojangles, so here's my second dinner I've had at Bojangles. It's pretty good. It's got really good biscuits, got mac and cheese, got some coleslaw and some chicken. It's pretty good. So this is my second night eating there. I loved it. And I went to, I think I showed you earlier in the video, I went to Foodland to get a beer, and I got carded. Like, I was laughing my head off. I said, dudes, I'm 65 years old. I mean, what are you doing? And they said, oh, we got to card everybody. So I just got a kick out of it. I haven't been carded in, 40 years. So it was pretty funny. So tomorrow my shuttle driver is going to come and get me. I'm going to do the first day. I'll probably do about 13, 14, 15 miles, depending on how I feel and what the elevation gain is. I know there's 2 pretty big hills I got to go over. Then the next day is supposed to snow going over Roan Mountain, and that'll be my second day out there. And the idiot moron I am, I sent all my cold weather clothing and stuff home after I got through the Smokies. So to go up and over Roan Mountain in the snow, but I should be okay. I think I can get up and over that 2 or 3 hours, so I can walk in the snow for a little while. And I was in shorts in the snow in the Smokies, so I should be okay. And then the third day, I'll end up at Harbor Mountain Hostel, which Jen and I stayed there several years ago, and they had an amazing breakfast. I guess they have a food truck there now that serves some food, so that'll be good. And that's the plan for now. I needed a day off. My ankle's kind of bugging me a little bit, and it's not bad, but I just, I'm an old dude, so I got to rest it up. So I'm feeling really good right now. Should feel better tomorrow, and the weather is supposed to be really nice tomorrow. It's just that next day is supposed to snow. So wish me luck. Send me warm thoughts so I can get over Roan Mountain without getting cold. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. And Jen, I love you and I miss you. Have a great night.